What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the negative effects of masturbation, right? And first off, I just want to say it is possible to quit this habit. I'm on a very long streak of not engaging in this. I am free, and I want to help everybody else to not fall into this addiction. It is an addiction, and we're going to understand this addiction and how to overcome it, okay? So let's get started. So we're going to go over the common concerns of it, the potential psychological effects, the physical health considerations, and responsible decision making to improve your future. Okay? So this information I got from ChatGPT or AI, but it says a significant number of men engage in this behavior. 85% prevalence among men. So think about it. 85% of your competition is already losing because they engage in this behavior of stroking their meat. So just by stopping this, you're already in the top 15% of whatever endeavor you want. So this is a sign for you to, if you want to be at the top, get rid of this habit. It places you ahead of everybody, okay? Many report feeling empowered and conflicted about their choices, highlighting the need for responsible education on the subject, right? And I'm sure you're aware, nobody feels empowered after stroking their meat. If anything, it's the opposite. What are the psychological effects of this? Understanding the potential for addiction and its implications. The habitual nature of masturbation can lead to psychological dependency, affecting daily life, relationships in significant ways. Okay, guys, I don't want to hear this cope of, stroke your meat, your natural urges. Guys, we have many natural urges that are symptoms of problems. It doesn't mean you should engage in it, right? If you have withdrawal effects from a drug, your body's going to say, I need that drug. Is that healthy for you? Of course not. It's just trying to your body just wants homeostasis. It wants to return to its normal. And if your new normal is always having a drug, at first it's going to be off balance, but then your body's going to adapt and create a new normal where you're dependent on that drug, whether it be opioids, methamphetamines, cocaine, weed, vapes, cigarettes. Your body just wants homeostasis. It doesn't want to change at all. That's what your body wants, right? So you want to bring a new normal to your body where you don't depend on this addiction. So if you have this addiction, your normal and the needs to satisfy that normancy or that homeostasis are not real signs of health, right? If your body's telling you, I need to let go, I need to release, it's just telling you to stay to that new homeostasis. It doesn't want you to go back to your true state, your natural state, where it's just you're healthy, you're not thinking about stroking it, nothing. Understand that. It's about homeostasis. The body wants to maintain its state. Secondly, the social effects. Understanding potential guilt and shame surrounding masturbation practices. Many individuals may experience feelings of guilt or shame due to societal pressures or personal beliefs, impacting their mental well-being and self-acceptance. So you just gotta understand, this is a problem with your dopamine control, guys. It's like doom scrolling. It's the same thing. Your body just wants to keep getting that dopamine release because that's the new homeostasis. That's the new standard. And depending on what activity you engage in, that's what your body is going to tell you to do to maintain that homeostasis of that dopamine release, okay? So for some people, it could be smoking weed. It could be doing hard drugs. It could be doing exciting, dangerous stunts. But for many, it's masturbation because it's free. It's accessible to all men from the moment they go through puberty to the day they end. This is why it's such a hard addiction to overcome, because the barrier to entry is very little. So understand this. You're going to realize, oh my gosh, I could really get a benefit if I stop this. Because it's so easy to fall into. And because it's so easy to fall into, so many people just don't want to get out. Or can't get out. Because it's just so easy to fall back into. Now, physical discomfort. Understanding the possible physical impacts of excessive masturbation practices. Engaging in excessive masturbation may lead to temporary physical discomfort, including soreness or sensitivity, which can impact daily activities and overall well-being. I'm going to just tell you this. I know for a fact I operate better when I don't ejaculate from my own hand, right? And it's been a long time since that's ever happened. Like I said, I'm on a good streak. I feel fantastic. I feel more manly. I feel proud of myself. This is not only the physical, but the psychological. You want to be proud of who you are. And if you tell people, yeah, I beat my meat like 5 times a day, that's embarrassing. You might think people are going to be repulsed, but they're going to feel like, man, bro, what's going on? They're going to be kind of worried about you. And you don't want to be worried about in that way, right? You want to be proud of who you are and what you do on a daily basis. Think about that. Are you proud of the person you're becoming? That's an easy way to get out of this cycle. And also, like, your dick is going to get limp. Like, whenever you have intercourse with a woman, it's always awesome. It feels best when you are rock hard like steel, or even more. You could just impose your will like that. You can't do that if you destroy your wiener, because you're not only are you ejaculating too often, you have nothing to ejaculate, and you're doing it when it's kind of limp. So you're conditioning your body to ejaculate when you're not even fully hard, right? That's bad for your partner, because now your partner is going to think you're smaller than you really are. Well, you need to like have a time where everything resensitizes, like insulin resistance, a long time without eating carbs, and then your cells are really good at using insulins and storing sugar or glucose in the cells after a long period of time without a lot of insulin spikes. It's the same thing. Go a long time without, jacking your stuff, and the next time you're with a woman, you're going to have a sword, the Z sword, and she's going to remember you, right? I remember I was on a streak pretty good, and then this girl, my girlfriend at the time, who was taller than me, like almost 6 foot, she said I had a big, I was stacked. And I'm like, well, thank God I went on the streak, because before, my shit wasn't hard, and when your shit's harder, it's longer and better and thicker. So do it. Consider your future partner and for your own mental well-being. Don't do this. Think about it. Once you are on the other side of this, you're like, how silly was it to engage in this practice, right? And also, you don't want to do it when you have a girlfriend, because, like, why do you have a girlfriend? Don't get a girlfriend if you're going to keep beating your meat. Your meat should only be going inside of your woman and giving your seed to her. It's a act of service. It's love. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, there's a difference between releasing in a woman and releasing, from your own hand or even your imagination, which, I could do if I really think about it. That's how sex even is. Like, in order to release, it's not just the physical. You got to, like, really imagine it and really, like, feel the partner, like, let go of your guard and, like, connect. And that's all mental. That's why foreplay is important to women, because it's not just physical, it's the mental. You got to, like, seduce them mentally. So do not release just by yourself using your mental or your hand only on a woman. And it's different too, because when I used to release when it was just me, I'd feel ashamed, I'd feel like tired, I'd feel like, whoa, wow, just defeated my day. But when I released into a woman, I felt like I just conquered, I just imposed my will, I spread my influence, my DNA went in her. I was in the mounting position. Like, I felt like a king. And all those factors combined, plus you successfully spreading your seed, it's like the opposite effect. Your testosterone goes up. Like, the moment I'm done with most of my ex-girlfriends, I'd go back to, like, the post-nut clarity. I'm like, all right, it's time to work. I'll be back. And they're over there wanting more. That's like, you don't get that if you're always stroking your meat. And also, this is kind of not cope or, like, it's not BS, but whenever you stop, doing this to yourself, you will feel more confident in public, because internally you are more proud of who you are, or just in general, your self-esteem is higher because you're engaging, you believe in your ability to manifest and accomplish your dreams. And if one of the obstacles in your way is masturbation, if your will supersedes this challenge, your self-esteem, your self-efficacy goes up. So that your belief that you can win, because you believe in your ability, which has proven that you can overcome this, you believe in that more. So it's a cycle. You believe you can do it, and you believe you can do it because you've proven you can do it. Therefore, you do it again. Okay? Now, let's talk about for further support. This is just like the recap talk. If you truly want to overcome this addiction, the worst addiction for men and women, because it's accessible, free barrier to entry. Anybody could do it. Once you go through puberty and you're exposed to this shit, you are a customer. You are a slave to this. Slave maxing. Think about this as slave maxing. You were a slave to your own hedonistic, impulsive things. It's like taking drugs. Like, oh, I'm going through withdrawal. I need to do it again. Let me take my weed. Let me smoke vape. It's the same thing, guys. It's just a way to control your dopamine, to regulate homeostasis. Think about it. What is your ideal homeostasis? What is your ideal baseline state? Do you want your baseline state to be a normal high achiever? Like your baseline is, I always get stuff done. I always have good energy. I always have, like, I'm ripped. I got muscle. I'm able to produce things. If you want your baseline state for everyday life to be high, you got to get rid of this stuff, right? You got to get rid of it. Now, what if you're in the moment and you feel the urge, like you feel the libido acting up and you just want to, like, right? First of all, get busy. Stay busy. Slave wage maxing, having a job is going to help you because you're going to have less time to do that. If you're unemployed and you're bored, guess what you're going to do? You're going to find a way to satisfy your brain and the engagement, and so you don't die of boredom, right? Or lack of engagement. So you got to stay busy. Even reading a book or doing something, being outside, just wandering around, doing something so your hands have less opportunities to reach down there and do it. So stay busy. Get a job. Go to the gym. Place yourself in environments where you just can't get away with it, right? That's why it's important to stay outside the house as much as possible. Right after this, I'm going to go to the gym, be there for a while, be out in the sun while the sun's still out because it's winter. I'm going to do a lot of things. And if I come back inside, I'm not going to go be secret and do that. I'm going to go make a video helping people or sharing information. So this is how I overcame it. First of all, I self-reflected. Am I proud of what I'm doing? Of course not. How do I become the best version of myself where I'm proud to be who I am? First, I got to be financially secure. I got to be, my self-efficacy, my self-esteem has to be high. And so I got to get rid of things that are really embarrassing about myself, whether that be bad hygiene, stroking your meat, watching inappropriate content, falling to addictions that everybody goes through. Like, if you can just not do these or fall into these addictions like smoking, drinking, vaping, gambling, what else? Excessive credit card debt. A lot of these things, like, or eating garbage, slave food, seed oils, and processed food, and you just eat your natural diet. If you can just do that, is just the baseline. If you can just do that, you will be ahead of the curve. You will be ahead of everybody. You're gonna be you're gonna have the high ground like Obi-Wan Kenobi, while everybody else is near the lava like Skywalker, burning up, cooked. Okay. So, yo, DM me on Instagram if you have questions about this or you have any struggles, man. Like, we'll just talk. Like, I'll just tell you, like, how to get over it. Quick break. I'm going to get something, but I'm going to finish the video. Give me a minute. All right, I'm back. So, reevaluate. Are you proud of who you are? If not, stop it. Stay busy. Have a pet. Walk your dog or something. That's the important thing that you need to evaluate. Like, you got to have a real self-reflection about who you want to be and are you proud of who you are. Now, this is the key. Like I said, if you are if you know after this video you want to, like, just stroke it, and hopefully it's not because of me. But if you're a girl, then don't stroke. Just hit me up. We'll solve that. But if you have the urge to stroke it later on and you know it, you got to stay busy. Like, actively put yourself in a position where you're not going to stroke it. Like, if you feel the urge, start folding your laundry. Start doing something. The urge is going to pass. Go eat. Rather go buy some food and eat than do that. But most importantly, so you can consistently stay away from this habit, is to create. Be a creator. Do something where you're providing value that satisfies your dopamine, that satisfies that part of your brain, and you will no longer need that. That's the real key. Stay busy, find purpose in something else. I'm not telling you to read the Bible, blah blah blah. That's a bunch of cope. Not saying that God isn't real, but reading the Bible and following these man-made rules and all this, you're not providing that. The problem with that is you're not replacing, you're just eliminating. Yeah, eliminate the habit, but we're not going to replace it with anything of usefulness. I'm telling you, get rid of the habit, so stop, and we're not going to stop there. So you stop the habit, now we're going to replace it with something better. Go learn something, go to the gym, go talk to people. Honestly, the best thing you could do is just focus on yourself in terms of maximizing your hygiene, smelling good, feeling good, looking good. Do all that. Occupy your time with that. And then other things on top of it, whether it be your business, making money. Do a lot of things. Find fulfillment in somewhere else. And this addiction is easy to overcome. Easy. And let me tell you this. If you do it the way I do it, I'm not telling you to go read the Bible, go to a church, blah, 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 get counseling. Just replacing it with things that provide value for your life. Education, working out, improving your physique, eating quality food, spending time with your family. You're naturally going to feel so proud of who you are and becoming. You're going to feel confident to approach somebody that you like. And you're going to believe yourself, if this person rejects me, they're crazy because I have everything. I got everything going for me. And most likely they're going to say, oh yeah, good to meet you. Here's my number. And now, instead of stroking it, now you got somewhere to place your urges or release your urges on. Instead of your hand, now it's going to be the girl. Right? And then you make a family and happy ever after. Okay? And also, this is and if you're in a marriage where it's sexless, honestly, this would be my advice. Do everything together and maximize your routine, right? If you're in a marriage and your girl's not on the same wavelength as you, it's because, first of all, you're eating two different diets. You and your wife should eat the same diet. That's what I'm going to do. Or your girlfriend. You two should eat the same diet so your hormones are always on the same level. If you eat slave garbage, at least both of you are going to feel off that same day. And the other one is not going to feel like left out. You're both going to be suffering together. But if you both eat nice steaks and liver and egg yolks, you're both going to have high libido at the same time, and it's going to be natural for you to just bang, 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 make babies, right? No problem. Less willpower, more naturalism, okay? And like I said, go out in the sun. Like, literally, a sexless marriage can be easily saved if you just maximize your hormones and your lifestyle. Have the same lifestyle. Get the same job together so you spend time together, problem solve together. That's what my parents do. They work the same jobs together. So ever since they got in the same routine, they're much better off together, right? And if they eat the same food, they're on the same wavelength, right? So that's the thing. Eat the same food, same schedule, sleep at the same time together. So if your woman says, like, time to go to bed, or you tell your woman time to go to bed at the same time together, all that. Try to, like, equal everything out together so there's less variables that are the reason for lack of sex, right? You know what? You want to control every variable so there's less reasons to reject intimacy, right? So same diet, same lifestyle, same job, or if you have a business, make your wife work for you as the bookkeeper or the front desk, right? That's what I'm going to do. Since I have a business, my girl, whoever wife that is, right? I'm going to tell her, like, hey, if you want to get married, okay, work your little slave wage job, whatever it is, unless it's really high income, right? If she's making more money than me, all right, go do your thing. I'll adapt my lifestyle to you. But in most cases, if she's going to be my wife and she wants to mommy max where she doesn't have to work and just, get plowed, love max, low stress, low cortisol, just enjoy being a mom. And let me do the man-made work. I got the shoulders, I got the clavicles for it. If it comes to that, right, and then she still wants to work, I'm going to make the girlfriend or the wife work for me. So she's serving my purpose, my dreams, and in return, she's getting paid, and it works out for everybody. That's how it should be. Yeah, honestly, most people get divorced because I honestly think they just work two different jobs, different schedules, different diets. Everything is different about them. If you're uniting through marriage, you should unite through lifestyle. I mean, people think politics is important. I could honestly marry a Muslim woman, and we'd be fine because you believe your God, do your prayers, do whatever. But guess what? Our diet, we're gonna optimize the healthy diet. We're gonna optimize the lifestyle. If you're gonna fast, okay, I'm kind of gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna eat the good quality stuff when we gotta eat, right? There's so many ways to fix this, right? So many ways. So many ways. So, yeah, guys, stop beating your meat. If manifest your reality. If you want to stop releasing with no purpose, all right, do the work so you release to make babies. That's it.